May 11th, 2023. How's it going, guys? Well, I got another video for you. And what are we going to talk about? Well, we're going to talk about M&H Gas here at Independence, but we're going to talk about Sutherland. And I got talking about this a couple days back. Now, during, that thing that happened a couple years ago, that M&H, they bought Sutherland up here after they closed it down. And there's certain things that catch my eye, and there was a big crane that was over there with a couple of big tanks. It looked like they were, I don't know, maybe 40,000 gallon, maybe a lot bigger than that even. And I just made a comment to my son. I said, those cranes, they cost a lot of money to rent. When you rent something like that, that's a lot of money. And then I noticed later down the line, the tanks were gone. And I thought, oh my. They spent all that money, put those tanks in, and they pulled them back out. So it made me think, well, did something not meet code there? And there's M&H setting up their big boys this morning. And I got thinking, well, that's just strange, because, you got this warehouse that's went on, that they built down here where the old Sam's is. M&H is over here. They're kind of actually, there are other buildings back behind, kind of like in that industrial area back behind where McDonald's is on Nolan. And you go back there by that storage place and all those other different areas. They're back over there. But then, I don't know, I just thought that was weird because, like I said, my dad, he built convenience stores. He also dealt with contractors that built for Hudson and Coke Marketing and stuff too. A lot of contractors goofed up on things too. And I seen where some places, anymore everything's pretty much underground. Some places wanted tanks above ground. They had to be above ground. Some places wanted them underground. I think everything today is probably underground, though. And I seen where this one contractor actually put the tanks in. The inspector didn't inspect them. And they'd already poured the concrete and stuff over it. They had to tear it back up again. So I thought about this M&H. I thought, well, I wonder what they were doing over there. And all the time and effort with that big, expensive crane. Why? I mean, you would think you'd have things really thought out. I worked for a couple of, actually, machinists out at Blue Springs for a while, and they had brought this machining machine that it was over in Japan back. They had it shipped back. This guy, he was back over there in World War II, I guess, or maybe he was, what I understood anyway, and when they got it back here, they broke lots of tools on this thing. Now, I had not had any, basically training on anything like that. I just picked up a book, started reading some of the stuff. But I watched them one day, they broke $30,000 in bits, cutting bits, because for the programming, and they had got this guy from Honeywell. He wanted them to buy a program from him to where it would actually write the program. You could actually just go in and put the certain things in and do it for you, and then you could just put it into the machine. But they didn't want to do that. And I've seen so many different things. I thought, well, wouldn't it have been easier just to buy the program and instead of losing $30,000 in tools and bits and stuff? But that's where they were, making those poppets, those polymer poppets, where I showed you that I worked there for a while. But this I thought was strange. And then we're going to talk about Sutherland too, about North Kansas City, because we're going to talk about something that was toxic up there. Yeah, I'm talking to this one gentleman one day that worked at Sutherland up here. And, they had several locations here in the city. And I asked him, I said, this is way back, I had bought an air conditioner for the house from him. But I was going to go up to North Kansas City and buy it, and they had closed that down. And it's like, I said, well, what happened up there? Why did you guys close that up there? So, well, it said there was the ground there was toxic. Toxic. Now, he wouldn't say what had either been spelt there or dumped there. You know, that's over by North Kansas City Hospital. That's not too far down the road from there. And there are some railroad tracks. Now, I don't know if the railroad tracks were that close to where Sutherland, the one in North Kansas City, was. But I thought, man, I mean, and then I understood that they weren't really supposed to have anything else put there, I guess. Now, I got thinking about that too, but I got thinking, I wonder what was dumped there, you know, or spelt there in North Kansas City up there. So it just makes you kind of wonder about a few things on this stuff. But anyway, guys, I got thinking about this. Now, M&H is supposedly supposed to be for like your carbonated, you know. Hold on just a second, guys. Okay, I'm back. Anyway, like I say, it's supposed to be for your bottled CO2. And I know they do sell, I think, a helium. And I think they sell something else too. But I know, I just thought that was kind of strange. I don't know. Very strange, guys. But boy, it sure seems like it's taken them a long time up there to get everything done. Because, I mean, that was back, like I say, during when this 2-year deal took place. I don't know. But yeah, I got thinking about that. I often wondered I wonder what was spilled or what they dumped up there in North Kansas City that was toxic. And how many other areas up there, North Kansas City, in that area have stuff. Because I understood that nobody was even supposed to be in that area. I don't know. It's interesting things that you learn here out there, guys, here in Kansas City. But anyway, keep your eyes open. Got other videos coming. Have a good one, guys.